Hey everybody, it's Tarkhan back with another video. So this is going to be the last video that I make of 2019 and of the 20 teens. So this is my last video of the year and my last video of the decade. So, you know, of course I'll be back in a couple of days once I've nursed my hangover, that is. And hopefully you guys will have as well by then. But, you know, I want to send you off with some thoughts, just some thoughts on this whole notion of goal setting, intention setting, and of course what everybody's talking about this time of year is New Year's resolutions, right? This idea that, hey man, I'm going to lose weight, finally I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that this year, yay, and you get all excited for about 5 minutes, and then a week later you're back to stuffing your face with, you know, whatever, and not going to the gym and not doing these things, you know, and it's funny how that happens across the board. It seems to be pretty universal, right? So what is it really? I mean, why do we do that? Why do we set these sort of goals or these resolutions, as we call them, and then, you know, we give up on them after a week? You know, the thing is, and I say this all the time, right? I mean, this is very important to understand when it comes to manifesting, especially, is the fact that you don't really want to lose weight. You don't really want to make a bunch of money. You don't really want all this stuff that you think you want. I mean, you do want those things, but what you're really after at the core of it, what's at the core of all those things, of course, is a state of being. What you're after is a certain feeling, okay? A feeling state. So when you say, well, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to diet, I'm going to lose all this weight, what you want is the feeling that you associate in your mind with losing weight, getting fit, getting into shape, whatever that feeling is, a feeling of energy, having more energy, a feeling of feeling lighter in your body, a feeling of, you know, feeling better about yourself, okay? You know, the idea, the way that we kind of go through the world, that we've been taught and trained and conditioned to go through the world, is with this understanding and this mindset that in order to feel good about ourselves, we need other people's approval, which is, of course, most of you coming to this channel, you know, with the intention and the desire to manifest a specific person. This is kind of how we approach it most of the time. It's kind of doing things ass backwards, right? This idea of, well, how do I impress them? How do I get them to change and approach me more? How do I get them to text me more? How do I get them to love me more? How do I get them to commit? And the thing, of course, like I always say, it begins with you. How do you commit more to yourself? How do you make yourself feel better about yourself? How do you make yourself more confident, right? And so we do these things like, well, I'm going to exercise more, I'm going to work out more, I'm going to lose weight, and then I'll feel more confident. People will approve of me, and then I'll feel even better, right? But really at the core of it, what it is that you're still chasing that tail, okay? Now, I'm not saying don't do any of these things. It's good. It's a good idea to, you know, lose weight if you feel like you want to lose a little weight. It's a good idea to go to the gym if you feel like you want to do that. But do it for the intention and for the sake of just the pleasure of doing it, okay? And for yourself, right? So the idea here really is when you're sitting down for this year, this decade, whatever it's going to be, and you're setting your New Year's resolutions, your goals, your intentions, whatever you want to call it, understand what it is you're really after. You're after a certain feeling, okay? You know, when I always say this too, when it's about relationships, for instance, okay? You might be after a feeling of adventure, passion, excitement, okay? You know, people will associate relationships, falling in love, with that honeymoon period, that initial exciting period. You can't keep your hands off each other. You feel alive, right? It's a feeling of aliveness that you're after. So in that sense, you would tell yourself, oh, I see what I'm really after here is a sense of aliveness, is a sense of passion and adventure, okay? Something new, something exciting. You know, it might be stability, right? For some people, they use the idea of a relationship or marriage or something like that to represent stability in their lives. They want to feel secure. They want their lives to be predictable. So they want their lover, their partner, their spouse to be predictable. You know, you might be after a feeling of being adored, being appreciated, right? So you do seek out the approval of others and the approval of your specific person necessarily, okay? Your family, your friends, your coworkers, your boss. You know, we're always doing this. But here's the thing, and here's why I always say this. It has to begin with you approving of yourself, okay? Because that's how things work. When you chase the approval of others, okay, when you chase that feeling out there, I'm going to feel alive and passionate or more confident only if I go to the gym, or even you put even more sort of middlemen in your path, obstacles in your path, and you say, well, you know, I want to attract that specific person, but I'll only do it if I have money, so I'll get rich first, okay? So now I have to manifest money so I can manifest my specific person. Or I'll only manifest them when I'm really, you know, cut and lean and you know, buff and whatever it is. So I'll go to the gym. So first I'll manifest that, then I'll manifest them. And so we put all these steps into our way, right? And really you can bypass all that stuff, guys. You can bypass all that stuff by identifying what feeling state you're really after, okay? And this is like something that is so important to do, and it's so worthwhile to do this. This is a good investment of your time right about this time of year, but really any time of the year, okay? You don't have to wait for the new year, New Year's Eve, and the resolution period to do this. Anytime that you sit down and set your intentions, okay? Anytime you think about what it is that I want. What is it I want in my life right now? What will make me happier? What do I want to achieve? What do I want to manifest? Okay, understand, begin with this question, always first and foremost. Well, how is it I want to feel? That's it, okay? Once you understand and identify how it is you want to feel, then you can go after that feeling directly, okay? So you don't have to necessarily, you don't need your specific person to feel that way. You don't need a pile of money to feel that way. You don't need to lose weight and go to the gym and diet to feel that way, okay? You don't need to go that trip to Thailand to feel that way. Do those things by all means if they're fun for you to do, if, you know. I mean, of course, it's nice to get feedback and positive feedback, but the thing about it is it begins with you, because as you're able to give yourself that feeling state that you're after, once you've identified it clearly for yourself, because you can't know what you want. You can't go after what you want. You can't manifest what you want if you don't even know what it is you really want, okay? And so many times we manifest relationships and things like that, and then they end up going south or down the tubes and go, well, what happened? Everything seemed fine. Well, because you still didn't really go after what you wanted. You still didn't really identify what it was that you were after, that feeling state. So once you've identified how you want to feel in your life about any given situation and in any area of your life, then you can begin to look where you can access that feeling more easily, okay, through any other area in your life. So if you want to feel aliveness and passion and adventure in your relationships, look where you already have access to that in your life, to that feeling, okay? If you want adoration, you want to feel appreciated and loved, look where you already have access to that in your life, okay? I mean, the easiest way to do it, like I always say, is to begin to love and adore and appreciate yourself, all right? So that's something that you can work on to give yourself that feeling, so that way you don't need other people to necessarily give you that, but they will give it to you by default, all right? Because you're going to carry that energy around with you, that energy of I'm worthy of love, I love myself, I adore myself, I respect myself. You will be beaming that kind of energy out there, and people will pick up on it. And of course, what happens is your reality will reflect it back to you through the people, events, and circumstances in your life, okay? If you're after security, where do you already have access to that feeling of security? Hey, do I live in a nice, comfortable home? I feel secure and safe there. My car is reliable. I feel secure and safe driving my car. All right. You know, I want to feel loved and adored. My puppy loves and adores me. My children, my nephew, my niece, you know, my brother, my sister, my mother, my father. I mean, take your pick, okay? You can find access to these feelings all around you already, because here's the thing. You think there's something out there that you want that you don't now have, but you really do have it all. All right? This is a big thing that people don't really get at first, especially when they approach law of attraction and manifesting. They always think there's something out there that's going to make me feel more complete, more whole, that I need right now. Well, then you get that thing, and then you want the next thing, because that thing, surprise, surprise, didn't end up making you feel whole and complete. All right. So the second thing, after you decide what it is that you want to, how it is you want to feel, okay, is to become grateful, access that feeling already in your life, become grateful and appreciative of where that is already in existence in your life, where you already have easy access to it, okay? Because this is about ease. You should never be pushing, shoving, chasing in life. That's not what manifesting is about. Anytime you feel exasperated and frustrated, like you've been chasing your own tail, then you're going about it the wrong way. That means you're trying to push, you're trying to change the external reality without changing yourself on the inside, okay? But it always begins with you on the inside, all right? So really simply put, this roundabout way that I sometimes have of speaking, what it is you really want to do when you set your goals and your resolutions is to really think about why this thing, okay? Why losing weight? Why eating less chocolate? Why cutting down on coffee? Why this and that? Why do I, my resolution is to get that promotion at work, is to do this, is to make more money. Those things are all great and noble, but if you don't know what the essence of that is for you, you're going to end up giving up on it, okay? This is why we do that, because in the end, we don't really understand why it is we want the things that we want. So sit down with yourself, understand, and really ask yourself, how is it I want to feel this year? How is it I want to feel this decade? And do this every day, really, or do this once a month at least. Sit down and go, well, how do I want to feel now? Because believe it or not, what you want is going to change, okay? As you grow and expand and evolve as a being through your life experiences, all right? As you collect these life experiences, you're going to change, okay? It's perfectly all right to want something different down the road, or to adjust your original intent and desire, okay, to match who you are now, who you've become now. But just in a nutshell, really what it is about, guys, and this is true for, your specific person and the relationship that you want to manifest with that specific person. It's about understanding why you want that relationship to begin with and why that person, okay? Because at some point, especially if it's an ex, at some point they made you feel a certain way, all right? Or at least you think they made you feel a certain way. But really, you are the one who made yourself feel that way. You just used them as a permission slip to feel that way, okay? And then once they left the scene, you felt you didn't have permission anymore to feel that way. Well, you do, okay? You're the one who gave yourself that permission to begin with. It wasn't them, all right? It was more like you gave yourself permission to feel that way, and you gave them permission to enhance that feeling for you, all right? To match that for you. Because again, how they showed up for you and how they're showing up for you now is a direct reflection of your inner state, what you've practiced, how you feel, and what you believe, and how you think and speak and carry yourself predominantly, okay? So New Year's resolutions, guys, all right? Here's number one. I'm gonna become much more in tune with myself this year. I'm gonna figure out who I really am and what it is I really want. And what that means for me is I'm gonna figure out how it is I wanna feel. And then I'm gonna give myself that feeling. I'm gonna give myself easy, reliable access to that feeling in all areas of my life by simply looking around to where I already have access to that, okay? And then as I do, not only will what I want and what I've wanted so long come into fruition and manifest itself into my life physically, but so many other things and so many other awesome people will also come into my life and manifest for me. People and things and circumstances and events I don't even know about yet, okay? That's the beauty of manifesting. It isn't just that once you really get it and once it really snaps for you, that it's going to be that one thing you've wanted, that one relationship, that specific person, that lottery ticket. It isn't going to be just that. You'll be pleasantly surprised by that. Oh my God, look, I finally did it. But it'll be a whole slew of other things you didn't even know you wanted and that you didn't even know were available to you, okay? Because this truly is an abundant universe, all right? There's nothing missing here, okay? It's all there for you. So if you feel like you're being denied anything, it's only because you're denying yourself those things, all right? And you're probably doing it subconsciously without even realizing it by default, but that's part of learning to become a deliberate creator, is learning to be more deliberate. That's really it, okay? And that really entails paying attention to yourself, your feelings, your inner state. That's what you need to take care of, okay? That's what you need to foster and nurture, okay? Once you do that, once you begin to practice that kind of way of going about things in the world, going through the world, okay, you'll find things becoming much, much easier, all right? So it's not gonna be about the goal setting and the going to the gym and that kind of stuff. How is it I wanna feel, okay? And then now, where do I have access to that feeling now? Or what can I do today that's inspired action to allow myself to feel that way more often, more easily, right? With easy access. Remember, ease and fun. These are the names of the game. Okay, guys? So with having said all that, and I hope this has been helpful to you. I wish you a wonderful new year, okay? A happy celebration into the new year. Wherever you are in the world, some of you will go in sooner than others, okay? So if you actually want some coaching with me, lo and behold, it just so happens that I offer coaching. That is available. You can read all about that on my website, manifestationlab/services, manifestationlab.com/services. Of course, the link is going to be down below in the box, the description box. You can also leave me a tip down there if you want to leave me a tip and you like my videos and you like the cut of my jib and you found this content valuable, then go ahead, throw me a buck, okay? There's a PayPal link and a Cash App link down below for that. If you haven't already, please hit like and subscribe, and please share this video with your friends, your family, your neighbors, your dog, okay? So once again, guys, thanks a lot for being here, for listening. I love all you guys. I know you can do it. You're gonna have a great time in the next year because you're gonna grow. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. And you're gonna be amazed at just how you're gonna grow, how much you're gonna grow, how far you're gonna grow in the coming year, all right? So Happy New Year, guys. Until next time, until next year, until next decade, this is Tarkan signing off. Happy manifesting. Don't drink and drive or too much or all that stuff. Okay, bye-bye. They're gonna think I'm already drunk.